Howdy folks, you're watching Deuce, and no, the title of this video is not a lie. I was able to make this exact magazine loader for about $8 worth of material. The file was free to download, and then I printed this off for about $8. Now it is a copy of a commercially available design, which a few companies out there make these types of mag loaders, but this one was free to download and then print off at my leisure at my own expense. Let's go ahead and test it and see how well it works. You produce it in 6 interlocking sections, which you could glue later on if you wanted to. The bullet tray, the cartridge tray back here, is not attached with anything but just fit. Doesn't have a locking piece in there, unfortunately. Of course, you got the pusher piece as well. Now let's go ahead and test this out here. We got 20 rounds, and then I got another 10 over here that I'm about to spill everywhere. Get in there. There we go. Let's time this. Let's time this and see how quickly I can do this. And start. And time. We have 53 seconds to get all 30 in the chute and then in the magazine itself. So we have 53 seconds to beat here. Let's go ahead and put a side-by-side comparison with a normal loading day at the range, which I would just use my thumbs. So reset and start. $109. All right, so that's $109. So does it save a lot of time? Not really. Although I think that may be a little less labor intensive versus the using just your hands to load the ammo. Now let's go ahead and compare these two times with how I normally load my ammo in a competition scenario, and that is with stripper clips. If you're not familiar with these have 10 rounds per clip. And yes, these are clips, not magazines, because they feed the magazine. So you got one clip of 10, you got 20, you got 30 ready to go. As you can see, these are reloads because got the multicolor brass there. And we have the magazine spoon. Now the secret here is the fact that I've already spent the time getting them onto the clips. So that time was utilized at an earlier date. And start. Spoon goes on. First 10 rounds. Time. Even with some fumbling, I got that done in 33 seconds. Not bad at all, and it's been a while since I've done that. I've not been doing much 3-gunning lately. So I could probably get that down a little bit quicker, although I could probably get all these down quicker after a couple of runs and practice rounds. Now, the pros and cons of this type of mag loader. Number one, the pros is that it is compact. It's not that big of an item. You know, it's not one of those big machines that loads them automatically that you have to plug in. But it does take up some room. But it's not too big. It's the size of, 2-3 mags or whatever. Let's see, 2.5 mags. There we go. This is the size of 2.5 standard capacity magazines. Also, it works with pretty much any AR-15 mag. PMag, you're golden. Aluminum mag, you're golden. Let's see, Hex mag, you're good there too. Random no-name South Korean mag, you're good there as well. Things to remember is that this works really well with 5.56. It works okay with most 300 blackout, but not all. If the 300 blackout rounds are very short, light grain bullets, then you're going to have a very short projectile, and it may jam up and not have enough length to really set up in here correctly. And that's kind of the nature of the game. This is really meant for 5.56. Let's see, 7.62 by 39. Nope, won't work. Let's see, 6.5 Grendel. Nope, not going to work there either. Let's see. Actually, 224 Valkyrie. I don't know. Let's find out together. No, not even close. Not even close. That weird brass configuration, not going to work at all. So yeah, 556 and some 300 blackout, and that's it. The one you make yourself here, it is kind of janky. It has some rough edges that you have to smooth out, and it's still not going to be great because the whole thing kind of moves around a little bit. You know, it's kind of like a wiggle worm there. The commercial product is far, far superior. The prices of the commercial made variants usually range between $45 on up to over $100 if you want something that looks like a piece of furniture versus a loading tool. But is it worth it? I don't think it is. Now, if you already have a printer, you might as well go ahead and print this off just to see how you like it. But the $45, $55 and above whatever versions, I don't think they're worth it. They don't save enough time or enough fatigue to warrant their use. And if you're in a situation where you're worried about getting fatigued, then you're probably in a competition style setting, which means you probably have about 40 of these ready to go. You can load them all a week beforehand, let them sit there ready to go, and just go through them on competition day. Or if you're like me and you're too cheap to do that, then you have a bunch of clips that you have loaded up ready to go, and you can load them up faster than this anyway. Unlike some guys you see on a competition range, I don't carry around all my gear on a red wagon behind me. I actually carry everything on my shoulders. Basically, I got a rifle bag on one side and my gear bag on the other. And I just don't have room for something like this. On top of that, I don't have the space because on a competition range, there's not a lot of flat real estate like this. There's not benches for 100 people to load their ammo and check their weapons. There's maybe 2 or 3 per stage, and that's it. I don't want to sit there and unbag everything and then set this up and then load magazines when someone else needs to actually work on their firearm. They're waiting in line for me to load up while they need to actually fix something with their Glock or something. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to have to find a table to load my magazines between stages. I will actually use my stripper clips or just my hand loads and hand load a magazine while walking from stage to stage. I'll get a couple of magazines loaded that way, and then a few more magazines loaded by the time, while we're standing there waiting for the cycle of shooters to go through. Now, I could be wrong about this. I very well could be wrong about this. So let me know in the comments below if I'm doing this wrong, if I'm using this wrong, if I just don't know how to use it correctly, or if there's a very specific scenario where this is a huge value for the money. Let me know because I just don't see it there. If you have any comments, questions, or show ideas, or more information about these mag loaders, let me know in the comments below. I'll try to get to as many of those as possible. If you like this video, go ahead and hit me a like. And if you want to stay on Deuce and Guns channel, go and click on these 2 videos right over here, and that will keep you washing away. As always, you guys have a great day. See ya.